to Berserk in a nutshell. Okay, so there's this guy named Guts, and he's got a really big sword. I mean, look at it. It's like the size of like two child smalls. So anyway, this guy named Guts, he was born and raised by a mercenary,
Hmm.
and they go
Yep.
around slaying people, and he goes like
Hmm.
shing shing, and he goes cling, and he beats up a guy named Pazuzu, and then
Who?
he like raises up to be the greatest mercenary of all time. But then he meets Griffith and the band of Hawks, and Griffith's like, "Oh, if I beat you in a duel, you'll have to join my band." And Guts is like, "This will be too easy." So they start fighting, and eventually Guts loses, and then he realizes the meaning of friendship, and not just friendship, yeah, because he's still a Chad lone survivor. But anyways, they get involved in the war of the Tudors for some reason. I guess it's like Europe or whatever, and there's like a bunch of other people in the group, like this really
The
big
love
guy
triangle.
with him. There's Corcus. I hate Corcus. Gaston voiced by Goku,
What?
Stupid Thief, and then a woman named Casca, which
Umska?
clearly Guts and Griffith are in a love triangle subplot that doesn't mean anything to the novel. But anyway, oh, yeah, and they also be I don't know who that guy in the corner is. So anyway, after the war and everything, Griffith was beaten and bruised up and tortured, and then eventually he unleashes what is called a Behila, and he's like, "Oopsie, tee, I messed up, Guts." And Guts is like, "Griffith," and then suddenly,
What happened? Well, what is it?
but anyway, after
Okay,
all of
whoa.
that,
All right.
after all that, Guts is now finally a black swordsman, and he's like, "What the hell is going wrong with my life?" And Casca's a stupid
Cos
idiot now.
Costco.
Costco is a stupid idiot.
Costco.
And now they're gonna have to find their way across the lands. So they meet Puck, who is
Whoa.
supposedly the comedy relief character. Yeah, everybody loves Puck. I mean, you got Star Wars Puck, you got Star Wars Puck, you got Chestnut Puck, you got Puck Nook, and then he's like a happy little elf, which they look like little fairies, but they're not fairies because they're elves, and apparently nobody can see them. So anyway, Guts, Puck, and Casca meet a bunch of other meaningless characters in a bunch of chapters spanning from 100 to
Pepperoni
300
the
chapters.
Witch.
So they meet characters like Farnese and Serpico, who are actually siblings, by the way. They meet a
What?
stupid Three Horns.
Wait,
They
what?
meet a young guy named Isidro who wants to be a Chad. Then they meet Roderick, and then there's a dragon. Finally, a dragon in the manga, which Guts uses this dragon slayer, but he doesn't actually kill a dragon. And then there's a guy named Skull Knight who like stalks Guts, and he's like, "Be wary of the prophecies, traveler." And then Guts has to fight a bunch of meaningless villains in order to protect Casca, and eventually, and yeah, rest
Uh,
in peace, Kentaro Miura. Keep on struggling. Insert sad Guts theme, whatever. And that's it for now. Berserk will still keep on going, and we'll never know what happened in that's the end. Goodbye. Psst, that means you could stop recording.